Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are once again on a Sunday. We are here on the 3rd of December 2017, and obviously because I am talking to you, yes, I did survive my runaway to Spartan last weekend. So I finished top 50% of age group for my Spartan trifecta for the weekend, so fairly happy with that, considering it was a lot of stiff competition from all over the Asia Pacific region there for the weekend. It was a tough, grueling course, it really was. If you want to find out more information about it, you can catch up on my race cap reviews on my personal vlog channel as well. There's some links in the description down below if you are interested. But you, of course, are not here most likely to listen to that. You are here to find out the simulation releases for the week that was. So we are going to kick straight into it this week with the guys over at Just Flight. So the guys over at Just Flight, their development team, they have released their long-awaited, highly anticipated and long-awaited rendition of the Vickers VC10 or Type 1101. Now, this was possibly one of the most, behind the de Havilland Comet, I think the VC10 was is possibly the most iconic British jetliner. It really is, and interestingly enough, they've also chosen this to be one of their flagship products for their jetliner product range. So basically, Just Flight really I've noticed over the last few years, they've really started embracing the concept that the simulation genre has a wide range of people in it. Wide range of people, wide range of skill sets in it. And so they're looking to sort of cater things for people that are both that want to model and sort of simulate things in a very realistic fashion, and they also want to look at doing things that are actually accessible to people who are perhaps just starting out as well. So we are looking at this one now. This one is the jetliner range sits a bit halfway in between. It does support some of like the control-y start things, and it does sort of like hidden GPS and stuff as well. But it is still very highly authentically modeled, especially with the avionics, the function of the fuel flow systems, and the engine setups, and the actual annunciator and the warnings, and the actual way that autopilot is modeled, so you can actually still simulate the aircraft very accurately from the way it actually flew as well. There's a whole slew of beautifully high detailed animations here, and it had been included. Very highly detailed 3D model, both internally and externally as well as a beautiful sound set of the Rolls-Royce Conway engines. For anyone who's ever grown up listening and has actually heard a VC10 fly, yeah, it's one of those aircraft that you do recognize. You really do recognize it, so there you go. So this one is coming out, so they will be producing, now this was the interesting part for me as well, because my exposure to it was more the Air Force side of it, so the Super VC10s, the later models, and the RAF versions. And they will be offering that at a later point. So initially, this is just the initial standard, the BOAC standard aircraft, so the initial main, the one that saw a lot of use throughout the civilian market. Now with that one, of course, you get 10 liveries included with this one as well. Various British Airways and BOAC liveries, as well as 2 Gulf Air liveries, and a one for the one of the government of the United Arab Emirates as well. So as I said, a very highly detailed model, beautifully detailed textures on this one. If you are into sort of like the classic jetliners as well, this is definitely going to be one that you really want to check out. If y'all want to pick this one up, it's coming in for about £25. So around about sort of for sort of 40 US dollars for this one, coming in from the Just Flight store. From your favorite reseller, available now. Continuing on, oh sorry, I did meant to say for that one as well, so this is fully compatible with the entire ESP suite as well, so FSX and prepared versions 1 through 4, so you are fully supported with one purchase. You don't have to purchase things separately. There you go. Alright, moving on now into other releases for this one, so continuing on with another release that is compatible with across the full range, including FSX and all the way through all prepared variants, including version 4, as the guys over at RF Scenery Building have brought out their rendition of Ancona Falconara Airport in Italy. Seriously, how many Italian airports have been produced over the last few years? Like, seriously, it's just insane. Like, it's just like Italy just got completely ignored by the simulation world for a long time, then suddenly it's just like they're everywhere. Anyway, so this is a beautiful rendition of this airport as it appears at the start of 2017. And this is designed to work with the actual land class has been customized to work with FTX Global as well as adaptive land class to work with the FTX's Global Open Land Class Europe as well. Fully customized, custom airport, custom modeled airport buildings, custom platform. Jetway vehicles, custom runway lighting, beautiful glass effects have been included in here as well, including dynamic glass reflections for prepared version 3 and 4, dynamic lighting for prepared version 4 version as well, and fully compatible with Tabaro's Italian scenery 19-meter mesh as well. So beautifully looking detail for this one as well. Baked shadows, baked textures, looking pretty damn awesome for this one. And this one's coming in, so this one's normally coming in at about $20 US. Funny enough, it's actually ended up coming out as part of their Christmas special, so it's actually going to be this one. So they're doing a bit of a sale on this one, so coming in at a bit of a discount at the moment. So coming in around about $17 US at the moment, so get a few dollars off. So this one's available now from Sim Markets. Alrighty, in other releases from the ESP world, so this time in a P3D version 4 exclusive release this time. So the guys over at Runway 26 Simulations, so they've released their version of Donald Sangster International Airport. So again, they've headed out to the Caribbean, and they've got a beautiful single runway airport here with a beautiful high definition resolution of this one. Fully supporting dynamic lighting, fully constructed with the self-development kit for prepared version 4, so taking full advantage of all the new features of that as well. It does have static AI aircraft and static jetways as well, so no SODE support for this one. I believe that's a prepared version 4 issue, I believe, maybe not so much these guys, because I know there's some of their other airports do SODE stuff, so there you go. But otherwise, it does have animations including road traffic, and some bird life as well is included in this one. Overall, it's looking, but I must say, just from the screenshots, it looks fairly Spartan. I mean, the airport's fairly basic as well, but it just so at the same time, it's a fairly low cost one as well. Like, this is coming in less than $20, so from Sim Market, so it's very reasonably priced as well. But as I said, it's just interesting that it is available exclusively for Lockheed Martin's prepared version 4 at the moment. So if you want to pick this one up, this one is available now from Sim Market. Alrighty, moving out of the ESP platform world and moving into the XPlane world at the moment. So the guys over at Aerosoft, so they've released their Frankfurt Airport for XPlane 11 now. So yeah, obviously that was a very famous airport of theirs, a very popular airport of theirs on the ESP platform. They brought it across over onto XPlane 11 now. Now they've updated this one as well, so fully updated, full rendition of the airport, including custom 3D objects and buildings from the official plans of the actual airport owner and airport operator as well. So really good that they've, really interesting that they've not just using satellite photos, they've actually got access to the actual construction plan. So yeah, kind of interesting as well. Fully taking advantage of the XPlane 11 features, including dynamic lighting and dynamic texture resolution as well. Including full animated passenger boarding bridges, safe dock system, and marshals as well for the using the AutoGate plugins. Complete taxiway network for the use by the both ATC and AI aircraft as well as full implementation of the new ground service vehicles brought into by XPlane 11 as well. So looking pretty damn cool, pretty damn impressive. Fairly high on the old price though. I mean, we are looking at coming in around about what was that, 25 euros on that one. So that's coming in sort of fairly, it's a bit high on the price, but then again, this is looking like a bit more of a it's definitely got a bit more life to this airport than say their Bali one has, so I think it's a bit more of an acceptable price for this one. So if you want to pick this one up, this one is available from the Aerosoft store, available now from Aerosoft. Continuing on with XPlane 11 releases this week, another scenery release, and this time released for Toronto Pearson International Airport. So Toronto, this is one of the largest and busiest airports in Canada because it actually provides a lot of home for a lot of the lower budget carriers to come into this area as well. Now you get it fully included with this one. You get all of the precise, accurate 3D modeling of all of the major buildings and all of the gates and all the terminal buildings, including a lot of the cargo buildings sort of on the edges of the airport as well, which is always really cool. Full implementation again of the dynamic lighting and the high resolution lighting from XPlane 11, full custom textures and full support for the ground traffic tools as well. They've also included a full custom approach light system for the airport, so it is beautifully set up for this one, as well as providing winter textures for this one as well. Not sure how they've implemented the winter textures, or whether it's something that you have to do separately from outside the sim, or whether it is going to be date specific. I'm not sure. That it would be interesting to find out. But yes, this one is available coming in. This is from the guys over at Global Art. Currently released over the XPlane.org store, coming in at $30 or your original equivalent. Available now. In terms of XPlane 11 aircraft releases this week, we saw an aircraft that's I like it because it looks like it always reminds me of a Cub. So this is an A1A Husky. So this is this has been brought to us and brought to life in XPlane 11 now. So previously these guys have had it, the developers had it for XPlane 10. I've updated now for XPlane 11, again fully overhauling the graphics and the flight model as well, so giving you some pretty damn cool stuff. Now it gives you 5 models are included with this one as well, so you've got a ski variant, an amphibious float variant, you've got tundra tyres, normal gear tyres, and one with wheel pants as well, so it's going to give you a bit more streamlined effect as well. 7 liveries for this, including 7 new liveries, as well as 3 updated ones are included with this as well. Again, as I said, a beautiful, highly detailed resolution, detailed model of the both interior and exterior of this aircraft. I always just love Huskies because, as I said, they're great for, I love the low and slow flying kind of stuff. I think it's pretty awesome where you can actually sort of, you go down and enjoy the scenery, enjoy the terrain, and just enjoy that low to the ground flying, that sort of, seat of the pants kind of flying. I really do enjoy this one. And again, the flight model data for this one has been extracted from the actual the type certificate and the actual pilot's operating handbook, so a lot of details gone into this one, and as I said, full overhaul for XPlane 11. So if you are wanting to pick this one up, this one is available now from the XPlane.org site, coming in at $30 or your original equivalent. Available now. Alrighty, moving out of the flight simulation world now and moving into bus simulations. So we saw the guys over at Airsoft have released a couple of add-ons for their Fernbus Simulator. So the first one they've released is the Comfort Class HD. Basically, so the Comfort Class is an overarching sort of thing of 5 different five various models of like long haul coaches. So there's slightly fewer passengers, but given a bit more comfort for this one. Again, the main thing is it gives you the but it gives you a very interactive and almost like a glass cockpit thing for the actual you as the driver of the bus. I was about to say pilot there, but you're not really a pilot of a bus, are you anyway? But it does fully model the 8-gear automatic transmission, reactive displays, including heads-up display. You've got operable roof hatches, full complete driver monitoring and camera and rear viewing camera as well as lighting system, both interior and exterior. And the really cool thing that they've modeled, which to me is kind of interesting, I've seen this on a few buses, is that it has the bus kneeling system to actually allow the bus to kneel to allow passengers to get on and off easier. So that's kind of cool and kind of interesting that they do that. As a side note, the interesting part for me is the fact that you can actually upload repaints and distribute them via the actual Steam workshop, so that's kind of cool and kind of awesome. Anyway, but as I said, so it's Comfort Class HD, including 5 main variants, Class S, Class HD, including 5 variants. This one, the 515, 516, 516 HD-2, 17 and 19 are included in the package. Available now. And the second release is one that I'm not quite sure on. I feel that this is more of a cash grab than anything else, but so they've released a multimedia package, which is powered by Flashbase.fm. Long story short, Flashbase.fm is a internet radio station with licensed music, playing it on, including both music and talkback radio, a few other things. It is, however, all in German, so and if you don't speak German, you may not want to get this one. But they do claim that this also includes offline functionality, over 70 songs included with the offline functionality, moderation, including including the talkback radio, as well as weather forecasting and time checks as well. So I'm assuming that sort of this is also like including giving you these extra things of sort of going, okay, we'll give you the weather related to what it is in sim. I assume so. I can't really find much information about it. So I'm not, as I said, I'm in two minds about this. Like, it's great that they're offering this, give you something different to do, but really you can actually just stream the internet radio station by going to flashbase.de. Just FYI. Anyway, so yes, if you do want to pick it up, and if you do, please let me know in the comments down below if it does include things like the weather forecast is based on the in-sim weather and not like real world weather. I'll be interested to know that. If you do want to pick this one up, it's coming up for coming up for it's $4 though, it's not much. Coming in $4, available now from Steam, available now. Alrighty, continuing on with the bus simulation world this week, but continuing on, but this time now on to OMSI 2. So OMSI 2, we saw a couple of releases from the guys over at Halcyon Developers Studio this week. So we saw the first release was their 5th in their AI people packs. So essentially, this gives you the extra people to actually interact with on your buses with professionally recorded voice outputs and commentary that they can make, both to criticize and let you know how they feel about their journey on your bus and the quality of your bus driving. So this one gives you 6 different bodies, so 2 men, 1 woman, and 3 children. Various different clothing adornments for them, including rucksacks, bags, hats, caps, and glasses. Basically, it essentially can randomize it up to 180 different variants are included with this one as well, with over 200 voice files included, professionally recorded in both German and English. Fully compatible with OMSI 2 and various add-on routes for them, including Vienna 1 and 2, Gladbeck, Metropole Ruhr, Hamburg Day and Night, and Hamburg Hafen City, including ticket names and pass names as well, so kind of cool and kind of interesting. So yes, if you want to pick that one up, that one is available now for about $7 or $8 available now from Steam or direct from halcyon.de. In their second release this week, we saw them release an extra add-on route. So this one is for the city of the northern part of city of Bremen. So this is the Bremen Nord add-on. So this was coming in at about $30 and it gives you a whole heap of AI vehicles, beautifully virtually recreated, high detailed street and route maps for the area from actual routes that are actually used by buses in the area. So again, it's kind of cool that going into that kind of detail. There are various different scenarios there. You got drivable lines, include 76, 76E, 78, 79, 75 are all included here, running between various key points of the area. So the whole heap of beautiful detailed models for the area, including the Lion City bus models as well as AI rail traffic and a lot of various interactive features as well. So if you are over 500 new location-specific 3D objects, including buildings, ships, and landmarks, have all been included in this one. So a pretty big pack for $30. There you go. As I said before, as is with the AI pack, this one is available either available on Steam for $30 or from the halcyon.de web store, available now. Alright, continuing on with public transportation, but of course moving into the permanent way now, moving on to Train Simulator. So the world shows the guys over at Dovetail Games. So they've released their Virgin Trains first generation locomotive pack. So this one gives 2 main locomotives as well as some rolling stock included for this one. So you get the reworked British Rail Class 47 after it had been handed over to Virgin and been updated for their long-haul cross-country routes. Then it also included the British Rail Class 43 high-speed train. Funny enough, I have a funny feeling I actually may have been on a Class 43 at some point when I was in the UK. I may have actually been on one. not sure. I need to check. But yeah, essentially this is very much some historic, very iconic liveries and trains from a very changing, a very dynamic era in British Rail's fairly recent history. Where Virgin really came in and actually shook up the market a lot, and actually brought in a lot of cross-country service at very affordable rates, which hadn't really been around before. So, and of course, with Virgin coming in with their very iconic red and black liveries. So yes, as I said, this comes in with two very beautifully detailed models for this one. So the Class 47 is a brand new cab model for the updated version, including and also an updated exterior model as well. Black and yellow, black or yellow panel variants have been included as well. Authentic change end procedures, including AWS isolation, have included, as well as fully detailed and working lighting systems and braking systems all included. The British Rail Class 43 high-speed train, Virgin trains in the classic Virgin Red Arrow style livery, including updated running sounds and new sound suite for this one. Opening coupling hatch and updated lighting suite for this one, for that train as well. Now this it also comes with various rolling stock and various coaches in the Virgin Trains, suitable Virgin Trains liveries as well. It also comes with 3 career scenarios as well, and again, as we've most commonly or often see from the Train Simulator guys, to be able to take full advantage of the career scenarios, you will need the West Coast Mainline North route to be included in your collection as well, if you do want to grab those one as well. Otherwise, it is fully compatible with Quick Drive and Steam Workshop scenarios as well. That one's coming in at reasonably priced, again at $20 US, available now on Steam. Moving diagonally upwards a little bit in the train world this time. So the guys, they've released their new piece of additional content for their Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haul. So this one is their, they've brought a rendition of the GP40-2 locomotive. So the GP series was actually the most longest, I didn't realize this, but it was the longest production run of a single type of train, with over 16,000 of them, of their various different models produced over their lifetime, which is that's an insane amount of trains. It really is. But this particular one is the -2 variant, which includes a very uprated power plant. So there's a combination electric diesel system for this one, primarily diesel powered, and these are still in use today, working for the likes of CSX Norfolk Southern, Union Pacific, Kansas City Southern, and various US regional railroads as well. So yeah, this one's modeled and designed on the CSX one, including a highly detailed version of this train with the bright future yellow livery has been included for this one. Fully authentic operating characteristics and interactive controls, includes some rolling stock as well, including steel coil car and center beam flat car as well as 3 fully challenging scenarios and a fully interactive tutorial are included as well. So pretty damn interesting. So yeah, this is it's a bit of a milestone for these guys, because this is their sort of first real add-on for this sort of the title for this one. So I know they've been working on a lot of bug fixes to the initial Train Sim World, which had a lot of issues, but they seem to be coming a long way with a lot of bug fixes. So very interesting what's coming this one, and look at graphically, like the modeling and the delivery looks absolutely stunning. It really does. Like visually, it looks incredibly stunning. It really does. If you want to pick this one up, you can pick this one up for $20 US, available now on Steam. Or if you haven't picked up Train Sim World CSX Heavy Haul yet, and where you can actually get the two bundled together, coming in about $50 US together if you buy them all together. Alrighty folks, that does now wrap up the NovaWrap for this week. Thank you very much for joining me once again here, and don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me on all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for joining me. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.